It's like question time with the Prime Minister, except we're not. Lopetegui has been sacked from Real Madrid, and you guys have asked us some questions about what is going on at the Bernabeu. I've got Andre with me to answer all of them.
Hello.
And some more general chit chat. So let's get straight into it. We're gonna start with a few quick questions straight off. Sean plays MC. Can they make a comeback this season? I'm gonna say La Liga.
In La Liga?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be really, really hard to get up from this. It's going to take a while, and I cannot see Barcelona and also Atleti losing a lot of points. And don't forget that even Sevilla is doing incredibly well this season.
Madrid in 9th.
Yeah.
We'll scrap the comeback. We're going to move on, though, to the manager. So Lopetegui's gone. Ellie Clifford has written in and said, do you think they should bring back Zidane? I think we're going to change should to could. Because should they, most successful manager in history, probably. But could they?
Yeah, statistically, for sure.
Well,
they definitely cannot get Zidane back. When he left the club, it was a very particular moment, almost dramatic for both the manager and Florentino Perez. It looked like they were breaking up. Really sad.
And he hasn't gone back to collect his things.
Yeah, Zidane said that this is over. It was beautiful. Now I need to move on. It was actually like a nice way of breaking up.
There's so many questions I have now. Who keeps the dog? Do they see kids on the weekend? God.
Well, I think Zidane kept everything basically. If you look at the state of Real Madrid right now. It was the one.
He's left Real Madrid and Florentino Perez broken, crying into a tub of Ben and Jerry's. So our next question, straight up, so we'll move on to some names now. Nitiam Kalode, I think, said, what do you think about Mauricio Pochettino becoming Madrid's coach and signing Neymar? I think we'll leave the signing bit to the end because we'll talk about loads of players coming up in a few minutes. But for Pochettino,
one thing at a time. First, get a manager, then you
then
think
we'll
of signing someone else. It had been rumored for a while that Pochettino would be the perfect name for Real Madrid. I think it would fit perfectly what they need at the moment, but it's going to be really hard to get him from Tottenham.
Well, not if recently his recent media outbursts
he said that he was
sort of taken
sad.
Unhappy at Spurs. Yeah. The most unhappy he's been in a few years, and
that's a really weird way of putting it, right?
He's done brilliantly.
Yeah,
he's done brilliantly at Spurs. And I think he's frustrated, as a lot of Spurs fans and even the players, and I'm sure the coaching staff are, the fact there was no investment in the summer, the stadium's taking far too long.
Yeah, they need to pay that stadium also.
I think if they just took everything that was wrong at Spurs and offered it to Pochettino, he couldn't say no. We'll give you transfer budget, we'll give you a nice stadium, and we'll give you better players.
And from the point of view of Florentino Perez, are we going to get someone like in a short-term period? Or are you going all in and you get the man that you wanted all along?
So true, but this actually leads me on to my next question.
You got to go all in on that, right?
The next question is from Danish Pasupathi. Who is the best choice moving forward? Conte for one season. Is it good? Now this ties in. Are Real Madrid going for the long term or not? Because we've seen before, they definitely don't give a manager a chance. So if Pochettino says, I want 5 years to build a legacy, apparently Conte has rejected the contract because he wants more time, no one's going to come in just to the end of the season. No one wants an 8-month contract.
If they want someone to take over the club until the end of the season, it's going to be Solari.
Right.
He's already there. He knows the club. He was coaching Castilla, the B team. If they want like a really short-term decision, that would be the name on the table. I don't know what is going in Florentino's mind right now, but I would definitely go for a long-term solution because this is the moment to do it. The cycle ended with Zidane. It's over. Now you need
transition cycle.
Exactly. Now you need to move on, learn from the mistakes you made by signing Lopetegui, and go for a big name. And I don't think Antonio Conte is the right man for the job.
So you're saying Pochettino?
Pochettino would be.
What about Roberto Martinez, very quickly, because he's been linked as well. He's one of those who somehow left Everton on a downer, but then got the Belgian job, which has instantly risen his stock, even though he hasn't done anything.
The group of players he has in Belgium is slightly better than the one he had at Everton, right?
Yeah, so you think he would be, and again, we'll talk about players later. I feel like there would be a certain Belgian player which Roberto Martinez would be able to convince to bring to the Bernabeu. More than Conte would.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually.
Definitely.
More than Conte. I think we've got, especially as well from Jean Coupi, I think it is, or Coupi, says, if Madrid sign Conte, do you think Eden Hazard will still join Los Blancos?
I don't think so.
Me neither.
I don't think it's going to happen. The last reports I read from Spain, they say that Antonio Conte is not happening at all.
Is this because, I think I read as well, Ramos is not a fan of Conte?
I don't think
his opinion matters.
Yeah, I don't think the locker room has a lot of fans when it comes to Antonio Conte.
Right.
And also, apparently, there were some talks in the beginning. Antonio Conte was really demanding concerning certain things, and they said, okay, this is not happening. So the most recent one, Roberto Martinez, is kind of hot, the rumor right now.
He can bring Hazard with him.
Yeah,
surely.
But I'm not sure Roberto Martinez is a top club manager. I know this can come back in the future and bite me right up in my ass.
No,
but I don't think he has the right man for the job.
Exactly the same problem with Lopetegui. He definitely wasn't a club manager. He wasn't even that great a national manager. So he didn't get the job. I don't know how. But if they're learning
did well with Wigan. But
Wigan to Real Madrid.
Exactly.
To Wigan fans out there, big shout out. I'm not putting you down. But Wigan to Real Madrid is some sort of a step up.
Yeah.
If there's any player who played for both, I'd be amazed. That's a quiz question for a completely another time. If you do know, comment section. Any players played for Wigan and Real Madrid. But moving on, I mean, we're very quickly going to touch on not the players or the manager, but the man at the top that we have mentioned. From Swastik Basu has said, is it important to throw light on the shortcomings of Perez, who was one of the catalysts behind Real Madrid's downfall and also partly responsible? I just want to say, if he's partly responsible for their downfall, he's also partly responsible for the fact they've won 4 Champions Leagues in the last 5 years.
Naturally.
So, I mean, you can throw shade on him, but...
He played his part on both things, on having the most successful team over 4 years, and also, the bad decisions that happened recently. We talked in the podcast, and the Onefootball podcast, at the moment Lopetegui was appointed.
Good plug there.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we said that this is not the right way to go.
Yeah.
And I remember that I said that it would be gone by Christmas.
Get an early Christmas present, you.
So it happened way before Christmas. Yeah. So it wasn't exactly a surprise.
So what is it? This is what I don't quite understand. Maybe you're more. Perez is a ridiculous amount of power, goes without saying, that Perez has.
For sure.
Can he be sacked? Or I don't quite get how it works.
Not quite like that. It works with elections, and if you have the manpower, the support behind you, you're gonna.
But not fan elections, surely. Because the fans would vote him out, from what I've seen.
No, but there's some mechanisms in Real Madrid that would prevent something from happening. And to be honest, if you go, if you walk on the streets of Madrid and you ask Madridistas if they're happy with Florentino Perez, most of them are really happy with what he achieved at the club. And not this last spell, but also thinking in the previous spell with the Galacticos era and all that stuff.
Of course, yeah.
It's what he has done for the club is absolutely massive, and it's not going to be like 6 months of bad football that's going to erase that from everyone's memories, I think.
A comment from Vedant Rai, who said, who can fill his boots? This is it. This is the $1 million question. I mean, thank you so much for all you guys have written in. Everyone's pretty much asked the same thing, and we're just going to run through the names that have been thrown around. The Ancient King is saying Memphis Depay. Mehul Jangir says, can Vinicius Jr. get more game time?
With all due respect,
there's everyone.
No one can do what Cristiano did for the club for years and years and years. And that's a big problem, and a problem that wasn't addressed in the beginning of the season. That was it was the weirdest thing ever, honestly, to see. A player like Cristiano leaving, a guy who scores 50 to 60 goals per season, consistently leaving the club, and what are you gonna get? No one. They didn't get anyone.
But do they need to replace him? Again, this is the kind of thing.
They need to find a way of playing differently as well.
It's
not only about the name.
So do they need... There's sort of two schools of thought, I think, when replacing Ronaldo. So, for example, someone, Bubblegum here has said, is Zlatan Ibrahimovic a good choice? Whereas the Ancient King has said, should try Memphis Depay. So, do they replace the goals from Ronaldo? Or do they replace the superstar creativity? It's kind of a Neymar and Mbappe thing. Hazard's the same. Hazard won't get you those 50, 60. But he's one of the best in the world.
He will create a lot of chances, though.
Yeah, but if Benzema can't put them away, then what's the difference?
Then he probably needs to go to the market and get two of them.
So he needs a striker and a creative player.
Exactly. And if you're Real Madrid, you should be able to make it, right?
I mean, if you're looking at Hazard and Mbappe, for example, let's say, I think the realistic ones for me are Hazard, which is going to be about 150 million.
Best case scenario.
And Mauro Icardi. It seems the most realistic for about 100 million.
I would say that this pack, these two, would probably solve the problems of Real Madrid right now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think Kane is going to be way too expensive. Neymar and Mbappe too expensive. So this Hazard-Icardi sort of duo, we're looking at 250 to 300 million.
They can do it.
You reckon?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, they are Real Madrid, to be fair.
I mean, they're gonna also renew the stadium soon, and it's gonna cost, I think, 600 million euros. And they're trying to get some partnership with an American bank to make it happen. But if they want to keep winning stuff, and they need to because they're Real Madrid, they probably need to go and, as I said, go all in. Get Pochettino. Get Hazard. Get Icardi. Problem solved. It looks so easy, right?
I was going to say this is like FIFA. We should just start. I feel like that is the ultimate trio now. Pochettino, Hazard, Icardi.
I also have another solution.
Yeah.
If they cannot get Pochettino, which is a strong possibility, they also have two managers, which I particularly really like. But again, it's going to be a long-term solution. They cannot expect some fireworks right away.
Yeah.
One of them is Quique Setien, the manager, the Betis manager at the moment.
Oh, he's got them playing some great stuff.
He has a beautiful way of playing football. It is spectacular. I'm really curious to see him coaching a big team, with all due respect to Betis. I think we would do a great job in a top club. And the other solution is even cheaper than that, is Leonardo Jardim, who was sacked from Monaco recently.
Ah, right.
And he would do something that Florentino Perez really wants to do in the future, which is use a lot of players from the academy, from the...
See, my question with him is, though, his stock was a lot higher last season.
It was, yeah.
When he had Monaco doing some great bits in the Champions League and now getting sacked from them, I think...
But the thing is, when you're managing Monaco, you know that every single year you're going to lose half of your team. Because they're going to do well, they don't make enough revenue, so they need to sell.
Yeah.
And in the past 5-6 years, the Monaco team went away to the top clubs of Europe. If you're managing Madrid, you don't need to sell. All the talent that you get, it's staying with you.
I did see that they have the most loyal players in terms of average stay length.
But again, it's a long-term plan. It's not something that's going to happen in 2 years. And are they willing to wait? Probably not.
Probably not from Real Madrid. Yeah. But we will end on one last question, talking of managers, from Maddie Jaffer, thank you, who said, how would Matt Froelich do as manager?
Who?
Matt Froelich. It's a great question because, I mean, there are so many people, saying I should have rung up. I had Perez on the phone.
Can you see yourself on that position?
I feel like I'd be a tracksuit manager like Tony Pulis. I'd have the cap and glasses and just throw it down.
It's really old school of you.
Yeah, super old school. Kicking boots across the dressing room. I would try and tame the egos, I think.
I bet you would delegate a lot on your staff.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'd probably be sat having tea and biscuits most day in the comfort of my office while the assistants go out and do their business. But That is the long-term future. We'll look back at this video if I ever do become Real Madrid manager. But
a 15-year plan.
Yeah, of course. It's a long process, okay? We'll start with the channel, maybe if he's watching this. But thank you very much for joining me.
Always a pleasure.
And thank you guys for sending in all of your questions. Of course, as usual, let me know in the comment section below. Let us know what you thought of our three-pronged attack, I think that we agreed on, of Pochettino, Icardi and Hazard, and what else Real Madrid could do to get out this rut and turn things around. That's all from us. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again soon.